Hello everyone, I'm Victoria and thank you so much for joining me for this update. I'm filming this video on the night of May 5th, 2023, and earlier tonight, the Anniston Police Department announced the arrest of 2 suspects in the disappearance of DeAngelo Allen. If you want a full look at Dee's disappearance with details and context and screenshots, all of that information, please watch my previous video on him. There's a lot more detail, and it's up in the little card on screen now. Just as a quick recap though, Dee Allen was a 31-year-old father of 4 who was very close to his family. And because he was close to his family, when his daughter's mom couldn't get a hold of him, she called his mother, Disappearance, to see if she had heard from him. It didn't take long for their family to realize that no one had heard from him lately. Dee was last seen in the area of Old Coldwater Road in Anniston, Alabama on September 21st, 2022. It was at the home of his then girlfriend, Snider, and her adult son, Gavin Snider. Before long, rumors and evidence started to emerge and swirl around the town that pointed to the fact that Dee was very likely the victim of foul play at the hands of Keither and Gavin. And in January of 2023, the Anniston Police Department would finally announce that they believed Dee's disappearance to be involuntary. At about 9 p.m. on May 5th, Sergeant Jason Hawkins would issue a press release through the Anniston Police Department's Facebook page. This press release read, DeAngelo Allen was last seen on September 21st, 2022, in the 1000 block of Old Coldwater Road in Anniston, Alabama. The investigative division began working this case after Allen was reported as a missing person. Throughout this investigation, Anniston police investigators worked countless leads in an attempt to determine what happened to Allen. Through continued efforts of Anniston police investigators, the 7th Judicial Major Crimes Unit, and the U.S. Marshals Gulf Coast Regional Fugitive Task Force, 2 arrests have been made in the murder of DeAngelo Allen. On May 5th, 2023, Gavin Snider, 25, and Keither Snider, 50, were arrested and charged with murder. The investigation is ongoing. Anyone with information, please call the investigative division at 256-240-4000. Both Gavin and Keither are charged with Dee's murder, but sadly, Dee's remains have not been found. Gavin was already in custody at the Calhoun County Jail on separate charges, and Keither was arrested on May 5th. Police have not yet shared what information or evidence they may have that led to Keither and Gavin being charged and arrested at this time. We do know, though, that the 2 are being held without bond at this time until an Anniston Law hearing is held. So I didn't know what Anniston Law was, so just really quick, I'm going to do my best summary of it based on the information I looked up quickly today. If I'm incorrect, please feel to correct me down in the comments below, because this is an Alabama-specific law. So Anniston Law was specifically passed to outline what charges could be denied bail. So like anybody charged with these charges could be denied bail from the get-go. Anaya Blanchard was kidnapped and murdered in October of 2019 by a man who was out on bail for kidnapping, robbery, and attempted murder charges from earlier that same year. Family worked really hard to get this law passed to try to prevent other criminals charged with these heinous acts from being released and being able to hurt people again while they're out on bail. This law does specifically list those charges that people can be held without bail on in Alabama, and of course, murder is one of those charges. From my understanding, there will have to be a hearing held where the prosecutor specifically, argues that they should continue to be held without bond. That's my understanding, at least. I could be totally wrong, but I do know that at this time, they are not allowed to be released on bond because they have been charged with murder. But I do have to say, considering Gavin was already in jail on other charges, I don't think he's going to be being released anytime soon. Earlier on May 5th, Disappearance, Dee's mom, changed the Facebook page that the family has been running to help search for Dee from Searching for Dee Allen to DeAngelo's Hope. She made this post announcing and explaining the name change. Even though DeAngelo has not been found, I decided to change the name of the group from Searching for D. Allen to DeAngelo's Hope. We will never stop looking for and fighting for D, but our hope is that another family doesn't have to go through what we went through, and if they do, then they have us to stand up and advocate on their behalf. We have faced many challenges in the past 8 months. Dealing with the police was extremely difficult for us. We are grateful to everyone on social media for spreading awareness of Dee's story and the mistreatment we faced from the police department. Let's continue to not only search for Dee, but for justice for all those missing, murdered, and mistreated. Adisa, Dee's father, Bookie Allen, and his stepmother, Amanda, along with all of their family and friends, have been fighting fiercely both to find Dee, to get attention to his case, and then fighting for justice for him. It is so obvious how much Dee is loved. To everyone in Dee's family, I am so sorry for your loss. I am so glad that Gavin and Keither have been arrested, and I know that this is a great step in the right direction, but I also know that this is probably the first step in a very long journey to actually completing that justice for Dee. I know how strong you all are, though, and I know that your love for Dee and wanting to get him justice will keep you going. Please know there are so many people out there who support you and love you and want justice for Dee and your family. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you all during this time. He was a kind, fun man who was a loving son, brother, father, and friend. The investigation is still ongoing, and Dee has not been brought home yet. If you have any information about what happened to Dee or where his remains may be, please call 911 or the Anniston Police Department at 256-240-4000. Again, if you want a full deep dive on Dee's disappearance and how his family has been fighting for justice and everything that's happened up to this point, please watch my full video on Dee. I know Adisa has found my videos in the past, so please leave some love and support for her and the whole family down in the comments below. I'll be sure to provide updates as more information comes out. I know this isn't a lot of information specifically about the arrest and everything surrounding them, but I did want to get this good news out to everyone who has been following Dee's story. Thank you so much for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!